Okay, now we've said hi to everyone. We good? Okay, there's Alexis. Do you say hi real quick? Say hi, Alexis.
How about it?
Okay,
Then
perfect. We said hi to everyone. Okay. Hopefully no one else gets on. Okay, so I'm recording this so you guys can have this for later if you want to share with your leadership groups. And so, I know. Shh. Okay, so I want to kind of talk a little bit and kind of recap a little bit over kind of what Sarah Rankin went over yesterday. And there's a couple of things that really spoke out, or really like spoke volumes to me. And I've been thinking about it a lot. And these couple of things, I wrote a ton of notes, but these couple of things keep jumping out to me. So, and then actually a couple of things from the Show Me the Money call last night. So first of all, I'll start with these couple things. So I want you to really think about today. No kidding, Kylie. Oh my God, too funny. Okay, so I want you to really think about, okay, take what you want with this business, why you want it, and I want you to talk to people who are more successful than you from now on. Because you are at a place right now of A, and we want to get you to B, right? And so to get from A to B, you've really got to evaluate what you want. You've really got to evaluate why you want it. You can say, I really want a $10,000 paycheck. So is that just a number to you, or is there a meaning behind that? $10,000 would pay my mortgage on time. It would pay my car payments on time. It would put $2,000 into our savings every month. It would pay off, our credit card in 3 months. I want you to get very detailed about why you want what you want. And then I want to challenge you that you're reaching or raising the bar, trying to get from A to B. And those people that are already at B right now, I want you to go talk to those people. I want you to be reaching out to people who are more successful than you. I want you blitzing people that are more successful than you. I want you asking people who are more successful than you to do parties. And this is what I loved about what Sarah said yesterday was she talked about, if you want to get from point A to point B, then you really got to stretch yourself and get outside of that comfort zone. And what not a more perfect way to do that than talking to those that are more successful than you, asking those that are more successful than you to help you. Because not only that, you guys, but we can learn so much from those people. If we are reaching out to people who are quote unquote, the pre-sellers, which we all hate in this business, and I'll just speak that for everyone, because I know maybe 1 or 2 people that actually made it work and are still here in this business and on this team. Now think about your mindset shift when we talk to the pre-sellers versus the doctors and the lawyers and these people. Doesn't it push you to want to be that successful too, right? Or is it more intimidating? And I kind of think about that and I'm like, gosh, when I'm at events or I'm at like a community event, like for example, this is a perfect example. Heal with a Kiss last Friday night, you guys. Everybody at that event has money. Okay, they go there for the silent auction. They go there for the live auction. They go there to drop money for this community, giving back, and those are the kind of people that I want on this team. I want to blitz those kind of people. I want to talk to those kind of people because they already have that successful mindset that, they're going to do what it takes to be successful. They aren't in that closed-minded, I'm already broke, I don't really know a way out. So I really want you to find out today what you want, why you want it, and then I want to challenge you to do this within your team as well. I want you to challenge them to say, hey, can you think of 4 people in your life that are more successful than you? And this isn't to, bring them down, or this isn't to make them feel less important by any means. This is to push them, to challenge them, because I guarantee these people will help them. And then I want you to ask your team, I want you to truly ask them today, what do you want? And what does this mean to you to achieve this? What would this do for you and your family? And I think we all think about, I always refer back to Pam's story about how I really want a new car. And I kind of feel like I did this a lot last year. Is I really wanted a Tahoe, you guys, for so long. And I think I told a lot of you guys that forever. But when I think about it, I'm like, did I really go and lick the leather and look at Tahoes every month? And did I really know exactly what I wanted, the color to this and that? I knew I wanted black on black, but I didn't really know what. And I kind of was just like, well, if I stumble across it, it'll happen, right? And I thought about if I would have put a plan into place about, okay, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I'm going to make it happen, and this is how I'm going to make it happen. This is why I want it. This is what it'll do for me and my family, and this is what this means to me. So in my eyes, people can see it as, oh, just a Tahoe. For me, it was more room for our family. It was for, grocery shopping. It was one team, one missions. I could take half of the people going. It was comfort. It was space. There was so much more to it. And when I think about that, think about where you're at right now, you guys, and think about when you first started this business. Why did you want this? What did it mean to you to cross something off your dream board? What did it mean to you to achieve your goals? What did it mean to you to promote? Right? And I always think about that, going back to getting from point A to point B. Take what you want. Why do you want it? And then putting it into play. I think oftentimes we get so wrapped up in what are your goals, how are you going to get there, and I know I do this often because I don't really dig down deep and realize, okay, so if they sign this one loyal customer and they get that $100 fast start bonus, what's that going to do for them? What is that $100 going to do for them? Is that groceries? Is that gas? Is that an electricity bill? And as Sarah was talking about, she was talking about one of her distributors and talking about their farm and how, it works paid for their hay, their horses, and she was going all in depth about this. And then she got to the point where, no, what do you really want out of this? She goes, well, we really, really need a new barn for our farm. And she goes, that's exactly why you're doing what you're doing, that barn. So she mapped out for her distributor every day what it was going to take for her to get that new barn. And I think about that and I'm like, okay, so now, think about our dream board. I'm like, hey, we've crossed off that, we've crossed off that, we've crossed off that. And I thought to myself, gosh, I need to redream. If you're going through the motions and just going through the motions to go through the motions and you don't have anything to get to be, right? Why are you going there? Why are you doing what you're doing? So I really, again, want you to ask yourself two things today. Okay, I want you to ask yourself two things. While you're working throughout the month of October, I want you to ask yourself, is it number one, making you money? Or number two, does it make you happy? And if you can't answer A or B, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay? And I thought about that, as I was thinking about that, I'm like, okay, so it's one thing to listen to, a negative person, a negative distributor, somebody that's not working. But is it making you happy listening to them? No. Is it one thing to give them advice? Is it one thing to help them move forward? Absolutely. But if it's not making you money and it's not making you happy, you should not be doing it. Okay? If it is not something that you love to do. So why are you, over here trying to do Instagram when it's making you absolutely miserable, when you're so good at Facebook and you're getting leads off of it, So I really want you to think about that. Stay in your lane this month, staying focused, doing what you love to do, doing what makes this business fun for you, doing what makes this business happy for you, using those products that you love. And then you guys, bottom line, if people are making money, they're going to stay, right? So we need to show our distributors how to get from point A to point B and have them see that success. Because once they see that success, we know they're going to stay around for the long haul. A couple things that I took down from last night's Show Me the Money call was, number one, are you speaking life or death over your business and into your team? Number two was, you have to know where you're going. If you do not know where you're going, you are like a train off of the tracks. There is no driver. The riders are on the train, but nobody's steering it. You have to, number one, claim what you're doing, speak where you're going, and then let your team know. And I think that's oftentimes we look at it as bragging. We look at it as, well, we're the leader and we're the diamond, the double diamond, the triple diamond, the presidential. And I'm scared half to freaking death to say ambassador half the time. But then I thought about that last night and I thought, gosh, if my team doesn't know where I'm going. You guys don't know where I'm going. How is that supposed to push you guys to go to the next level, right? How is it supposed to take you guys from point A to point B? And so I really want to challenge you guys this month to be loud. Be loud about where you're going. I am going presidential. Are you coming with me? I am going triple diamond. Do you want to come with me or not? Ask them the dang question and move forward, because your team needs to know that she's got her train on the tracks and she's going from point A to point B. If you don't know where you're going, you haven't claimed it, spoke it out loud, posted it, done a video, anything like that, and people don't know where you're going, you are simply on a train off the tracks with no driver. Imagine your team being led by the blind, you guys. And that was a big aha moment for me last night, that as leaders, our team needs to know, you guys, where we're going, what we're doing. It's not bragging. It's not, oh my gosh, this diamond, blah, blah, blah. It's, you know what you want, you know where you're headed, because I think it was, I want to say Connor that said it last night, but she said, the minute that I started claiming what I wanted, my team did too. And we talk about this all the time, but how many times have you said out loud, I am double diamond? You know, I am triple diamond. I am presidential. I am ambassador. How many times have you told your team that? And I looked at myself last night. I was like, like once. And so that was something that I really want to challenge myself. And I want to challenge you guys as leaders to be so loud on our team page this month that it's contagious, and that people are feeling that through your posts. They're feeling that through your live videos. They're feeling what you're feeling. And then go ahead, buddy. Go. Hold up. 1 second. Nixon has to go potty. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, go, go, go. Okay, psych. He didn't. And then the next one that Carrie said was, are you too busy to put a comma in your paycheck? Are you too busy to work this business and take your business to that next level? I want you to decide what you want. I want you to claim it, and I want you to get to work. And I want you to show your teams what that work is. When you're working, show them. You know, go live for them. FaceTime a newbie. You know, call them. You guys, I have picked up the phone more in the past 2 weeks than I think in the past 3 years. And I'm so embarrassed to even say that, but I got lazy with texting, and I got lazy with, you know, picking up the phone and building that relationship. And Pam always says that. She's like, pick up that dang phone and call your loyal customers and call your distributors and thank them and love on them. Call your potentials. And I have set up more phone calls in the past week and in the past couple of days, like I said, and in the past year. And it's paid off, you guys, so much. I honestly, from now on, I told myself, voice messaging, I always do it. So voice messaging or calling. I want people to hear my voice. I want people to hear my passion and hear my excitement. And I can tell you, like, so I've had 5 potential phone calls, you guys, in the past 2 days, and 2 of the 5 are signing. So, I mean, think about that. Out of messages, out of 5 people in a message, do you think 2 of 5 would sign? Probably not. It'd probably take like 50 messages, right? So I challenge you to not only, you know, yeah, honey, you gotta go potty? Then take off your pants and go.
That's actually really good odds. I mean, when you think about it, if you contact 10 people and 4 of them sign, like, how freaking crazy. That's almost half the people that you're getting on the phone.
Right? And it's just because you picked up the phone, you guys. That's it. It's just because you picked up the phone and you're talking to them. And this outline that I've been following is, so I pick up the phone, okay, and say I'm talking to you, Nicole, and I'm like, and right away, and it's so awkward right away because you have to boom, you gotta start it, right? You don't know them, so you've got to start that. So I'm like, hi, is this Nicole? And then they'll be like, yeah, it is. And I'm and I'll say, hi, Nicole, this is Allie from Facebook. I'm so excited to chat with you. You got to build that excitement right away, you guys. You have to. So, and then I'll go into, tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm super excited to get to know you. What do you currently do? Do you have any kids? Tell me about your family. Then they'll kind of go into that, and I'll let them talk and go into what they do, if they have kids or not, their hobbies, that sort of thing. And then I go into, okay, have you heard of It Works before? And then they'll say either yes or no. So funny, guys. I talked to a loyal customer yesterday who has no idea who enrolled her. She was out of Alabama. How crazy, right? And she commented on my post. She's like, yep, I'm familiar with all the products. I had no idea about the distributor side. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh. So I go into It Works and I say, have you ever heard of it? And then they'll say yes or no. I'll say, awesome. I'm so excited to chat with you about it. And then I literally go through the party pad and I stick 100% to that party pad. I don't go anything off of that, because I have found that I had a phone call gone bad last week because she wanted to know everything. And I'm like, I hate that, because then I'm talking and talking and talking and talking. And then they're going like this. Like, I don't even know what the last 5 words you just said. So number 1 is getting to know them. Number 2, have you heard of it? Have you tried it? Have you seen it? And then number 3, party pad. And that's it. And then when I'm done, I stick to, okay, so you have a choice. You can become a loyal customer and just use the products at 40% off, or you can become a distributor and use the products and become a distributor and make money. What do you think? And then I let them go from there. You know what? I kind of need some time to think about it, or you know what? Yep, I'm ready to do this. And I say, okay, so you can either visit my website and let me send you a text. So I'll send them a text, say, thank you for talking with me. Here's my website. Or I can walk you through the steps right now. I've had 2 of them say, I need to wait till payday. I say, great, can I get your payday? One of them said Friday. I said, awesome. What time can I give you a call? They said 7:45. Perfect. Put them on my schedule, 7:45. Get their date, get the time, and then call them. And I have found that even when you text them and say, you know, hey, are you ready to join? They may not join. You guys, how hard is it for someone to say no when you pick up the phone and call them, right? You get on the phone with them and you talk to them. You're already having that conversation, build that relationship. Message them halfway through the week. Hey, I'm super excited for Friday. I look forward to talking with you. Hope you're having a great week. And so I have found that my closing rate has been a lot better doing phone calls. So another one of my tips is to do phone calls. Does anybody have any aha moments or any questions or feedback that they want to add into what we've already talked about so far today?
I like the first part of what you were saying about, like, you know, what, let me see where my notes are. Are you too busy to put a comma in your paycheck? Like, yeah, $1,000, yeah, that's a comma, but do you want that $1,000, or do you want, you know, a 5 or 6 figure income where it's a few numbers before that comma? You know, like, where do you want that comma at in your paycheck? And then you know, just asking yourself, is this making me money, or is it making me happy? That was really good. And then just being like loud and proud. And I've been thinking a lot, because I'm friends with this girl on my Facebook, and she's with a totally different MLM company. But I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, I love the way how she works her business, because she does a lot of videos. And she gets a lot of feedback and a lot of views on these videos. And I've been thinking, like, the last day or so about how I need to do more live videos, because the few times that I have, I'm like, oh my gosh, that got 900 views, or that got 1,000 views, or whatever. And it's like, that's traffic coming through my posts a lot more than me posting. And so I need to be more, I need to do more live videos, because I mean, it's the newest way to attract people, basically.
Sorry guys, my kid just took a big old shit on the floor. No, I agree, Nicole, though. The live videos, I've been watching a lot from other companies too. And I'm like, gosh, I learn, even though it's a product that I may not be interested in, I'm learning from that. So I definitely agree. It brings in a lot of traffic, and then likes, posts, comments, views, it brings in a lot. So I completely agree. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share?
I have a question. How do you go about, so you go about getting them on the phone before you even know if they're interested in becoming a customer or a distributor. So how does that verbiage look like? Because I feel like I talk to people, and I've been doing the voice messaging thing now, but I don't really see that it's made a difference in my messaging or closing the deal rates at all. And I'm not opposed to getting people on the phone, because when I have, it's always ended well for me. But I feel like how do you approach it, I guess, is what I'm saying. You just simply say, give me your phone number and let me call you? And have you had everybody give you that, or have you had any negative come back from that? Because I don't know, I just feel like if somebody asked me that straight away, especially people that I don't know, I'd be like, peace.
So a lot of it, interest, and a lot of the people that I've gotten are going to be from Boost Post lately. So a lot of them are from the Boost Post, but every time I've gotten a Boost Post, I typically will send a message like, hey, thanks for the love of my post, that sort of thing. And I've just gone from the messaging standpoint. Now what I've been doing is I'm saying, hey, thanks for the love of my post. I would love to chat with you further about this work from home or work from phone opportunity, or the mermaid challenge, or whatever it may be. Can I give you a call today, or do you have some time to chat today? And every single person has said yes and given me their phone number, minus one person. Because the one person was like, wanted to know, what do you do, how much, like they were agreeing and wanted to know all the information before getting on the phone, but they got enough information that they were like, no, I don't want to do it. But I was honestly surprised, because how many times we've heard top money earners and Pam say, get them on the phone, get them on the phone, get them on the phone. I'm thinking to myself, if somebody asked for my phone number, I'd be like, no. No, I'd rather talk to you first or text you. But I'm sitting there thinking, that's me. That's my personality. That's not their personality, right? So you look at it as a standpoint as, okay, I may not give out my phone number, but really they're all giving it out. So, and then once you get them on the phone, the rest is up to you. And every time that I've talked about the products, I always go into the party pad. So I go into the distributor side still too.
That's funny, Allie, that you wouldn't give your phone number out till you text them because I would probably give them my phone number, because I would rather talk to somebody on the phone than sit and text back and forth like that.
Yeah, I would rather go first, I think. Be right back, guys.
So this isn't like you're sending out a cold message to somebody then. Because I send out cold messages, so obviously you wouldn't cold message somebody and ask for their phone number right away. You would build that relationship first with them. Is that the way you're taking it?
I think because I was talking to Allie about this yesterday, and I think she actually does do cold message too and get them on the phone. I could be wrong though, but I don't know, I can't remember.
Well,
I said something.
The one that she's referring to now is she boosted a post about working from home. And so she's gotten a lot of feedback on that. But I think you're right, Taylor, because I think when I talked to her about it too, that she had said it's cold messaging. But I'm just more like, so the person says, yeah, they're interested, because I get people from cold messaging that are interested all the time. And then she just straight up says, hey, let me have your phone number so I can call you and talk to you more. Because I feel like a couple of times that I've tried that, people shut down. So I'm a little bit standoffish on that, but clearly it's working, so I need to just do it. But it's still like, I don't understand how people just do that, because anytime I've tried to get somebody on the phone, it's like shut down, no conversation, and then they don't respond.
I know that when I've gotten people on the phone, like one of my customers that I signed it was last month. When I had talked to her, because I think most of the time when I talk to people on the phone, it's like when they are getting ready to sign up, or if they are interested, then I will say, I ask them kind of like for their information, or I'm like, I can get on the phone with you if you want. And that's how I signed up when my last customers, because she didn't want to text me her information, which is fine. But I got on the phone with her and signed her up that way. But I want to try, I do a lot of cold messaging. I know that's what Allie's been doing a lot lately too, and she's been having a great success with it. But I want to try to get on the phone with people more, just because I remember when I was doing that, like, but probably like last year, I was talking to people on the phone very often, and I feel like that was working out really well for me. And so I know that when, I think it's probably like how you ask people though too, like, I don't know. What do you say, Tawny? Like, why do you think that you're not having any good success with it?
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't tried it a whole lot. The only times that I've gotten on the phone with somebody is when they've said, hey, can you call me? And, you know, obviously then I call them and we seal the deal and get them signed up. And it's basically the same thing you were saying, Tay, is that it's more like, I don't really want to give out my information over Facebook or text, so can you call me? But the couple of times that I'm like, hey, I would love to talk to you more about this, you know, could I give you a call sometime? It's like, end of the conversation, no responses, shut down, done. So that's why I'm like, okay, so how are you getting people to actually give you your phone numbers and get on the phone with them when the couple of times that I've tried, and maybe it's just the people and I just need to keep going, obviously, but it's like, maybe it is my approach. Like, so that's why I was curious, is what is it that you're saying? But it sounds like you're saying the same thing that I was saying, and I'm just not getting the same people you are.
I don't give them, like when you said, can I give you a call sometime? I say, can I give you a call today? What time works for you? So I make sure I give them a call that day, and I have them give me a time, and then I'll say, okay, great, I'll call you then. So like you were saying about a cold message. So if I said, hey, Tawny, I keep coming across your page, and I think you'd be so good at what I do. And if they're like, what do you do? I've been saying, I said, I'd love to give you a call. Do you have some time today to chat? And then if they're like, yeah, I do. And I say, okay, what time works for you? They say 5:45. I say, okay, I'll call you then. Like I said, I was not about that. Like for me, I'm like, I'd rather just text and go back and forth. But Pam said it works. And so I was like, hey, I'm gonna push myself to do it. And it's been working. So, but like you said, if it works for you to do the messaging, then just stay with the messaging. Because if you see a better rate that way, then just stay with it. Don't move to the calling if you're not getting a good closing rate with it.
What I was gonna say too is that you even try and just say like, you know, do you have 10 or 15 minutes to talk today, and like what time would work best for you? Just because I know like I'm kind of back and forth like with Nicole and how Allie are, like I would like to know a little bit more about it before I do talk to someone. But I think for me, I would rather talk to someone about an opportunity than just texting about it, just because I feel like if I get on the phone with someone, it's going to be way more legit than just texting them. But you could even just talk or like, hey, you know, do you have 10 or 15 minutes to talk today? And if so, like what time works best? I know people don't want to sit there, or they're going to assume that it's like an hour-long conversation. They don't want to sit on the phone with you for an hour. You know what I mean? Like they put that thought into their head of what it could be or whatever, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I like throwing in the you know, just a few minutes versus just getting on the phone, because I don't know, I think it's just in my head. I need to just get over it and keep trying. I don't know. It seems crazy to me, but it's working, so I just need to do it.
Yeah, you know, and I think about that too, China, because it seems crazy to me too, because if somebody were to ask me that, I'd be like, no. But then I have to remember that I'm not everybody else, you know? And the crazy thing about if somebody were to message me about a product, I'd be like, what is it? What, you know, how much is it? Like, I want to know before I get on the phone. But then I have to think that everybody's different. And then go back to, you know, like the color personalities, which is crazy. Does anybody have anything else they want to add before we finish up today? Anybody want my child today? Yeah. I think you can go home with any one of them.
I'll take them.
Please do. Please. Yeah, he's a handful today. Okay, so hopefully that helped you guys. And then if you have any questions, let me know. I finally went and got ink last night. So I'm going to print up the Diamond Retreat schedule so you guys can plan your babysitters and get all that done that you need to. But plan on leaving about 12 to 1 and then coming back Sunday. We'll buy our conference tickets and then head home. So that way we can all be there together by our conversation, and we'll just get on home. So that way we're not in the car trying to buy tickets and that sort of thing. So then, what was I gonna say? And then also I'll just set up the itinerary as soon as I get that finished, so you guys can have an idea of what we're doing. Any questions on that?
Yes.
So,
Do we have any idea when we're buying food or what kind of food or any of that sort of concept? Do we want to just message this on the diamond, or do you want to in the recording, or?
I think the diamonds and doubles, I would say either get together or go to Costco or whatever and do that. But do you want to plan out like a couple meals, Tani?
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. So I would say, okay, throw out some ideas. So, okay, what do you guys think about this, this, and this? And then do that. I would.
Okay.
So, for breakfast stuff, Bryce gets like these huge bags of hash browns at work. I can get a couple of those and bring those, and we can do whatever with them. I can see what else he can get from work too to help with that, just to lower cost wise.
That'd be great. Since Allie's got to go anyways, do you want me just to create a different message with the diamonds, or do you want me just to post it?
Just put it in the diamonds. But yeah, if you guys want to create some meals, that'd be awesome. And then I can throw out some ideas if you need some ideas, but it sounds like you guys pretty much have it
Okay.
of what would work.
All right.
So cool. Well, thanks, girls. Sorry, I gotta go. My child's being crazy, and I gotta run to my appointment. If you guys need anything, let me know. But I'll send you over the itinerary a little bit later today.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, guys.